like you're good to go. As we depart, wave goodbye. Wave goodbye to the people on the dock. Because you will never see them again. I greet you in Swahili. Karibuni, which is hello and welcome. When Alex will be your tour guide for the next 30 minutes on the 2.5-mile African Tram Safari, we have some safety tips for you. The doors on the left and right are latched. They're not locked, not designed to carry your weight. Please refrain from sitting on them, leaning on them, or opening them. If you drop anything over the side, tell me at the end of the tour. We'll get your items back as quickly as we can. If there's a medical emergency, look for the yellow strips on the ceiling. Left side, right side. Push either of those yellow strips and I will come to an immediate stop. If you are sitting in the first 5 rows behind me, you're still looking for the yellow strips, aren't you? There are no strips in the first car. But I made you know. I have a rear view mirror. If you wave, I shall see you. We'll find what's going on. You can take all the pictures you want. Just stay seated while the vehicle's moving. Once I come to a stop, you may stand. Once I start moving, please take your seat again. You can take pictures of all people walking around on the right. See, that's where you can walk around. That's the zoo portion of our name. Traditional zoo, walk around, see the animals, close up. Look on the left. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of space. That doesn't look like a regular zoo. No, it's not. That's the park portion of our name because this is the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. And folks, safari means journey in Swahili. So guess what? You have to ride the tram to go where we're going. You can't walk around where we're going. So it's like you are really on safari. On the right, look for the cheetahs. Let's see how good your eyes are. Do you see the 10 animals in the black spots in the shade of the 5 tree trunks? See the stems of that bush? Yeah? Cheetahs went into the shadows. Look what the cheetahs are doing. They're just lying there. Why? Because that's what they do 20 hours a day. How many of you sleep 8 hours a night? Raise your hand. How many of you sleep 12 hours a night? Anybody? Oh, lucky you. Cheetahs sleep 12 hours a day in the heat of the day when it's hot. Yeah. I'm just going to sleep. I don't move around. I'm wearing a fur coat, okay? And then they rest another 8 hours. That's 20 hours a day when cheetahs are not doing much. It's not laziness. It's conservation of energy. How many of you sleep 4 hours a night? Anybody? Some people don't need a lot of sleep, but cheetahs, what do you expect them to do? Go to work? Go to school? Play Pokemon? No. They spend a lot of time resting because their food runs away from them. So in order to get energy, cheetahs need to expend energy. So they spend a lot of time saving their energy. On the right, look for the fluffy babies. Fluffy babies. Down, down, down. On the right, gray babies. Look at the gray babies. African greater flamingos, 19 babies. This year, actually, this month. Last year we had 23 babies from May to July. We're still in May. We already have 19 babies. African greater flamingos, they have babies. We've had 210 African greater flamingos born here since 1969. Now, look at the flamingos. They were restless, but they spend a lot of time eating, and they spend a lot of time hanging out with each other. There's like 190 African greater flamingos in here. Do you see this? Yeah. And you know what? They're only 8 pounds. They're not as big as the cheetah. They're definitely not as big as a giraffe. So what they lack in size, they make up for in numbers. Safety in numbers. Remember, the more of you there are, the less the chances of any single one of you getting eaten. This phenomenon is known as social security. How many of you came here by yourself? Just one person. Remember, we can do that. But the rest of us came with our families and friends because we too are social creatures. So there are similarities between animals and human beings. Okay? Look at the green all around you. Oh, is that how plants camouflage? Do plants camouflage too? No. Green is the color of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs sunlight. And sunlight turns carbon dioxide and water into energy. Because you know what? Plants need to eat, just like animals. The flamingos eat shrimp and krill and plankton and little snails and insect larvae. The cheetahs eat gazelles. They eat meat. All right? Plants, they kind of eat or they inhale the carbon dioxide to the leaves, and they kind of eat or drink the water to the roots. And then it becomes sugar, glucose, carbohydrates, energy. Yeah. How many of you eat meat like a cheetah? Raise your hand if you eat meat. How many of you eat plants like a giraffe? We eat everything, actually. We're not just carnivores, meat eaters, or plant eaters, herbivores. We are omnivores, all eaters, folks. How many of you eat Brussels sprouts? If you eat Brussels, okay. Stop eating the Brussels sprouts. Why? Because they're baby cabbages. Let them grow to be full-size cabbages before you eat them. Give them a chance, okay? Look at this. Look at all the trees. Yeah. See? You see anybody walking around you? No, because you're on safari. And I'll be honest with you, don't feel bad for animals in regular zoos. They don't have a lot of space because they don't need a lot of space. Now, so once you give them food, water, shelter, excellent medical care, freedom from predation. Look at this bird on the left, the black bird. That's a white-faced ibis. What are you doing? Why are you wandering around? Do you have a nest over there? That's a native bird, folks. So animals don't need a lot of space because they spend most of the day resting or eating. And most of the animals you're going to see, they don't eat meat, they eat plants. Okay? So they go where the plants are. And plants are not high protein like this. They are high fiber. On the left, lilac flowers, society garden. Orange flowers, lion's tail from Africa. Yeah. How many of you give or receive flowers as gifts? Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Fragrant. Yeah. You know, you might even grow some of these flowers, right? And this is the thing. Flowers are attractive not just to people, but to the birds and the insects, the hummingbirds and the honeybees. They come to drink the nectar from the flowers. And when they do that, they transfer pollen from one flower to another. They pollinate the flowers. They fertilize the flowers. The flowers have babies. We call them seeds. So guess what? Even the plants are with you. See? How many of you have kids? How many of you have grandkids? Yeah. How many of you were kids once? Only 4 of you. The rest of you are grown full size, were born full size apparently. Okay? And that's why there's an island on the left. We can, the pelicans can go to the island when they want to lay eggs. I hate to tell you this, but the pelicans are on the main shore. Look behind you on the left. They left the island. They can leave the island. It's not a prison. But they want to lay eggs. They go to the island. The eggs will be safe, not get trampled or scrambled. Okay? It's a nesting ground. It's a sanctuary. They've had close to 90 babies. Yeah. See that? So again, lots of space on the left. But the regular zoos, they're fine. The animals are fine. It's just that we want huge go on safari. So we give the animals lots of space. So this San Diego Zoo Safari Park was actually built for your benefit. Okay? Because, you know, okay, whatever. I mean, look at this ostrich right here on the left, down below you. It's been sitting there pretty much the entire morning. Yeah. Oh, there's a rhino. Oh, 2 rhinos on the left. Okay, look far away, right side of the pond. Where the 2 trees make a letter V. Go to the left of those trees. You see the 2 rhinos? Look at them. They look like rocks. They look like giant rocks. That's camouflage, cryptic coloration. Now, how many of you are camouflage? Are you wearing camouflage right now? Raise your hand. Are you in the military? Military people wear camouflage, right? Hunters wear camouflage. Why? Because it's a function. You gotta hide. Okay, you're trying to survive. But humans don't camouflage really. What you're wearing is representative of your personality. Unless your parents dressed you, okay? But you know what? We wear what we want to wear. So no, we don't camouflage. Who's gonna eat us if they see us? Nobody. They might actually admire your fashion sense. Yeah. Ooh, look on the right. There's a shaggy brown antelope right at the fence line. That's a water buck. And then they're chocolate brown and white, 9-ledge way. And then up, on the right, up in front, on the right, up. Look at the gravy zebra up on the hill. Why don't you guys come down?
Do you see the zebra?
Gravy zebras go all the way up so they can get a nice view of what's going on around them. It's a vantage point. You can see all the way down. You want to get me, you're going to have to come up the hill to get me. Smart animals. And gravy zebras, they're very defensive. They bite, they kick, they stomp. They do not play well with others. They run around with scissors. That's why they got 15 acres on the right. They've had 30 babies. Remember, not everybody gets along with everybody else. We do have to separate some animals. Is there somebody you don't get along with? That's natural, okay?
Valerie.
So folks, it's like, hey, you leave me alone, I leave you alone. Live and let live. So here we kind of try to let the animals live and let live too. On the right, look at the vultures past the pile of rocks. In the shadows. Who pelts vultures? Vultures are scavengers. They eat dead animals. Before you say ill, I hope none of the animals you're eating are alive when you eat them, okay? So we eat dead animals too. Yeah, now that you put it that way. But you know what? Without vultures, without scavengers, disease would spread. Do you not flush the toilet after using it? Do you not throw away your trash? Do you not recycle? Do you not put the bins out for the collection? Yes, we gotta clean up after ourselves. So vultures are part of the cycle of life. Birth, life, death, right? Yeah, and they get rid of disease, yeah. And they're also part of the cycle of life. Because otherwise it's like, you know, like I said, disease will spread. Red river hogs on the right, separated from other animals because they're pigs. The pigs are very smart. and they're very curious, and they will stick their nose in everybody's business. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Oh my gosh, you're a little nosy Parker, aren't you? A busybody. Yeah, they're like that. Yeah, some of the most dangerous animals in the United States are feral pigs, because they got no fear of people, folks. Yeah, it's kind of like wild pigs, Arizona Razorback. Yeah. Okay. So, folks, yeah, it's like they put them in there December 2015.
Jay, look at the animals over there.
On the left, chocolate brown antelope, South African sable antelope. Now, look at them. Look how dark they are. Where would you find this animal? Where can it hide? In the dark, in the shadows of the tall grasses. That's where they live. They're not doing a good job of hiding. You are correct. Then again, there are no tall grasses here. Why not? Because they ate it. You ate yourself out of house and home. You got no place to hide. It's okay. It's okay. Look at us. We're not hiding from you. You want to mess with us? Go on. Bring it on, Mr. Life. Look how dangerous they look. Look at their horns. Yeah. They're not hiding. They're showing off. Sometimes you show off. Yeah. Puff yourself up. Oh, guys. Guys, okay. You're at the beach. A lady passes by. What do? You suck in your gut. Yeah. So, folks, yeah, sometimes you gotta impress somebody, right? Yeah, that's what we do. More sable antelope, chocolate brown, more, 10 antelope. 10 is a very nice neutral color. Blend into everything, Patterson Finland. Look at their tail. Why do you keep swishing your tail? Because that's the way of warning us to stay away. It's like us pointing our fingers at them. They don't have fingers, so they swish their tail, they flag their tail at you. Yeah, right? They're basically saying, don't even think about it. Don't sneak up on us. You can't handle us. You can't handle the truth. Okay? Look at that. And look at them. 50 of them, Patterson Zealand in there. Look at that. There should be 4 babies. Oh, babies up higher, left side. I saw one. See them? Let's hang out with each other. Let's practice social security. Yes, folks. You see that? It's like you're on safari. It's not exciting. Animals. Oh, Roadrunner. In front. On the right. Life in the wild is mostly resting and eating. Oh, it's target. See this little tree? Past the little tree. Oh, rabbit and Roadrunner. Oh my gosh, it's like Looney Tunes. Hey, what's up, Doc? Hey, where's the Roadrunner now? To the left of the little tree. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's moving. A little above head level. See the white flowers behind you on the right? It's to the left of the white flowers. There you go. Yeah. Roadrunner. That's a native animal. Life is everywhere. This place is not a prison. Zoos are not prisons. They were prisons before. 1750s, animals were cages. People didn't know any better. Bring them back alive. Let's show them to the public, okay? I mean, who wants to be in a cage being looked at all the time by others? The Kardashians, but that's their choice. But the rest of us, we like our privacy, don't we? Animals like their privacy too. So we give them privacy. We give them a place where they can hide. We give them a place that's very natural. Most zoos are not just zoos.
Valerie showed Judea.
So you got the animals, got the plants. On the left, you got a giraffe. Hello, Hodari. Why do giraffes have spots like that? Why do they look like a jigsaw puzzle? Well, what do they eat? Plants. What plants? Where plants? On the ground? Nope. Oh, up in a tree. Oh, yeah. So imagine a giraffe standing underneath a tree. Oh, that's excellent camouflage. Cryptic coloration. That's a Maasai giraffe. His name is Hodari. Now look at the two animals past the giraffe going head to head. The one on the left is much bigger than the one on the right. Little challenge there. Comes back. Look at those horns. Oh, some more. Comes back on the left. Look at those horns. Look at the black markings. They actually live close to the deserts in South Africa. And you know what? Lavender blends in with the sand, right? But if you look close to the desert, it's a harsh environment. It's hard to survive. So it helps if you look nasty, intimidating, scary. You got war paint on. You got weapons on top of your head. Look scary. Okay? But you know what's really scary? The black animals on the left. The cave buffalo. Do not mess with the cave buffalo. They wear all black. In your face, Mr. Lion. That black color says we are dangerous animals. They will charge at you. They can stampede. They can trample you. That black color says, leave us alone. Do not come to the dark side. Most animals will run away from lions. Cave buffaloes go like me, 2,000 pounds. Lion, 500 pounds. Good Viking. And folks, here we go. You feel like you're on safari yet? Another ostrich on the left. That's the whole point. We give the animals lots of space. We make them feel like they're out in the wild. We give them the neighbors they normally see. We are not better than other zoos. We are just bigger than other zoos. Because zoos do take care of their animals. Like I said, zoos are sanctuaries. And we're not the only one doing this, saving the animals. We work with over 600 zoos and aquariums. Look at the giraffe on the left. Look at the giraffe inside the holding pen. Jasira. Jasira is pregnant. How do we know she's pregnant? E-P-T. Early pregnancy test. We use the same technology for the giraffe. You can measure the hormone levels in the urine. She's in the maternity ward. When is she gonna have the baby? We're not sure. How many of you gave birth on the exact date that the doctor predicted? See? It's not an exact science. It's a 14.5-month pregnancy for a giraffe. Okay? That's more than half again as long as for a human. Okay? So we put it in there start of April. We're really hoping she's going to have the baby by the end of this month. But if not, she's still in the maternity ward. She's still safe. Roan antelope on the left, the big tan antelope. Rhino. Ooh, look at that rhino. That's Lembe, East African black rhino. Fewer than 800 East African black rhinos in the world. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we're here. All right? We want to make sure everybody gets a chance to survive, to thrive, to reproduce. Zoos are sanctuaries. Now, Lembe, we've had 15 babies born here. Lembe is the mother of the last 5. But she's now 23 years old. In human terms, that's like 61. Lembe is retired. Animals have good lives in zoos. Okay? Don't feel bad for animals in zoos. We are sanctuaries. And we're not just doing this out of the goodness of our hearts. We're doing this because we need to. Because if we don't take care of the animals and the plants, that means we're not taking care of ourselves. We're going to run out of food. Because we eat animals and plants, right? Yeah. It's like, we wear. What are you wearing? Cotton, linen, wool. I hope it's not wool, maybe. Yeah? Even synthetic fabrics are actually imitating natural fabrics, right? Yeah. Silk, yeah. And the wooden frame for your house. Wood comes from trees. We are dependent on animals and plants. 40% of the entire world economy depends on wildlife. Makes sense, doesn't it? So basically we're saying we're here to share the planet with everybody else. We want to give everybody a chance to survive, to thrive, to reproduce. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The San Diego Zoo is our sister organization. She is a big zoo. She's 100 acres. We're not a zoo. We're a safari park. We have 1,000 acres of land. Ooh, down on the left. We got 2 animals going head to head. Just past this road. Oh, darn it. Maybe you won't see it. But folks, on the right, we got a little forest. You see this? Yeah. The zoos want to create the natural environment of the animals. But since we have 1,000 acres of land, we can actually make a 3-acre forest. On the right. Or 4-acre forest. You see that? Give the animals a choice. Where do you live? We're gonna make it for you. Knock yourself out. Make yourself better. While most zoos have 100 to 200 babies a year, the safari park has 600 to 700 babies every year. 600 to 700. And remember, each and every baby has a birth certificate. You mean like a human? Yes. Like you, like me. We keep records. We know who's related to whom. And that's why we trade with over 600 zoos and aquariums. Because they keep records, so we look at each other's records and we make sure animals do not mate with their relatives. We do not want inbreeding, we do not want genetic defect, we want genetic diversity. This is a global effort. San Diego Zoo Global is leading 600 zoos and aquariums in a fight against species extinction. And it's not just animals and plants from Africa. Look on the right, white flowers, buckwheat, that's native. Big green bushes on the right, that's laurel sumac, that's native. Orange stringy stuff on the right, that's witch's hair, witch's daughter, native. Did you know that there are over 90 endangered species in San Diego County? In our own backyard, folks. So you know what? 800 acres of land undeveloped. It's on the right. It's behind you on the left. It's in front of you on the left. Yeah. Land that we will never touch. Why? Live and let live. Coastal safe shrub habitat. That's a native vegetation here. Leave it alone. Let it be. If you say you got 1,800 acres total, yeah. That's 18 times the size of a big zoo. Well Welcome to the safari. Look at this view. That mountain in the distance, I can see houses up there. On the left, that's Starvation Mountain. It is the highest point in the Sampaswal Valley where we're located. We have 1,800 acres. The Sampaswal Valley is 4,500 acres of green, a designated agricultural preserve. No supermarkets, no department stores, no noise, no pollution. Well, not a lot anyway. Not a lot of civilization. We're in the middle of nowhere. This location was selected by the San Diego Zoo because the zoo is over 100 years old, 1916 to the present. And then, in 1957, she said, let's find a place where we can let the animals run wild, run free. Okay? Started looking around. We started in 1969. We opened to the public in 72. 45 years or 48 years, depending on when we open, right? And in those 48 years of our existence, we've had 34,700 babies. Yeah. What do you do with all those babies? Well, each one has a birth certificate, so we look at the records, we talk to other zoos, we'll share with other zoos, create a reserve population. If we can, we will send the animals back to the wild. That's the ultimate aim, one day. We finance 140 conservation projects in 80 countries all over the world. Our Wildlife Conservancy is dedicated to saving these species for future generations. Yeah, it would be nice to not be needed. What does that mean? That means that there may come a day when we won't be needed anymore. That will be the day when humans have learned to get along with each other, with animals, and with plants. That everybody gets a chance to survive, to thrive, to reproduce. But you know, some people say that's a pipe dream. That's just not going to happen. But it's a goal worth going towards, right? That's what we're working for. And I know there are a lot of things going on in the world right now that are not so sharing, not so positive, they're kind of negative. Well, folks, it is up to us to do something positive to offset the negative that's going on out there. Okay? In our own personal lives, in our daily lives, and maybe in the wider circle. Speak out. Recycle. Paper, plastic, aluminum glass, you probably do that already. Okay? Yeah. And the very fact that you're here, you're helping us to save these animals and plants. I mean, this is a non-profit organization. Where do you think your money goes? Yeah. Back to the animals. After expenses, back to the animals, back to the plants, back to the African cypress tree. There are only 150 in the wild. They're all protected. We have 6 here at the safari park. That's 4% of the entire wild population of African cypress trees. Patterson Sealand on the left. It's so nice and peaceful, folks. And somebody asked me, don't they get bored? I don't mind being bored. You know, their brains are not developed enough. So folks, basically, they just hang out, they eat, this is what they do, this is their life. I mean, if that's what you were doing, you'd probably get bored, unless you have video games or Pokemon. Okay, you want to go and do something, walk around a bit. Okay. Let's go, these animals. They're not pets. They are wild animals. Look on the right. Look at the white desert antelope. White reflects the heat of the sun. White helps them to blend into the sands of the Sahara, the big desert in North Africa. These are Scimitar Oryx. Their horns are like scimitars, the curved swords. And because of their horns, they were killed. To the point that there were none left in the wild in the 1970s. Gone. Extirpated, extinct in the wild. Luckily, there were some in zoo. So you know what? We've had something like 640 babies born here, and we've worked with other zoos to return 200 Scimitar Horned Oryx back to Tunisia. That's an animal that has come back from the brink of extinction. It is living proof that we can do this. We can save a species. We can make a difference. We can be heroes for wildlife. Everything we do affects the world around us because we rely so much on technology, right? So use less technology, you use less energy. Unplug. What? Unplug. Remember, if something is plugged in, it's using energy. So if you unplug that microwave oven, or that toaster, or that fan that you're not using, or that entertainment center, or your electronic devices, or maybe, you know what, the dishwasher, or the washer dryer. You're not using it? Unplug it. Yeah. Everything, yeah, because you know what? It makes a difference. Cuts down on your energy bill. Leaves more energy for others to use. And that might actually be an issue when summer comes around, when the demand for energy goes up. Yeah, shaggy brown on the left, water buck, little tan and white, spring buck. hanging out with each other. Goodbye to the neighborhood watch. That's what it is, folks. Animals watching out for each other in a 60-acre gated community. Yeah. But folks, we do make a difference. I hope you learned something on the tour. I hope you never stop learning. I hope you enjoy learning. I hope you still ask questions. I hope you haven't lost your sense of curiosity. I hope you don't believe everything I tell you. Go and find out for yourself. I hope you have fun on the tour. I hope you laugh a lot in your lives. Laughter's good for us. Kindergarten kids laugh 200 times a day. Grown-ups laugh 20 times a day. This is why kindergarten kids look so much younger than grown-ups. Treasure these moments you share with your families and friends. It's nice to have material stuff. Makes our lives more comfortable. But in the end, it's not what you got. It's what you do with what you got that matters. Share it with your people in your lives. Yeah? Your immediate circle, the families, a larger circle of friends, and maybe a larger circle than that, community. Yeah. And folks, what is our legacy? Hopefully it will be that we try to make the world a better place for everyone. There is a saying, for evil to triumph, good need only do nothing. Please don't just stand there and do nothing. Take action. Spread the word around on social media. Stand up for what we believe in. Yeah. But it's not an antagonistic thing. No, we're not fighting each other. We're working with each other. That's the whole point. Because who benefits? Everybody benefits. Sharing is for everybody. Conservation is for everybody. We are connected with each other. We are connected to animals and plants.
That, of course, would be
Can't be
important.
helped. We are interdependent. We are all part of this circle of life. We got giraffe, we got rhino, we got giraffe attacking people in the back of a truck. Yes, folks, just another day in Jurassic Park. No. These are caravan safaris. You gotta be at least 8 years old to do this. These people pay extra so they can ride the back of the truck and see the animals close up. Isn't that cool? Look at the spots. Like a jigsaw puzzle. Blend into the, look at the trees on the left. Yeah, you can see how those shadows blend in with the, how those spots blend in with the shadows of the trees. Not the palm trees. I'll be honest with you, those palm trees were actually donated to us. Yeah. They really don't belong in the savannas, but you know, we give the animals a little more shade, so okay.
Yeah, no palm trees.
Have you had fun? I hope you learned something. I hope you realize we do make a difference in this world. We are all connected to each other. And oh, by the way, the last was at 4:15. You want to ride the tram again? You probably got an all-day pass or membership. Be in line by 4:15 will get you on a ride. And you never know what's going to happen. Coming up on the left, here is a big yellow-green tree with thorns and yellow flowers. This is a thorn tree. Let me show you how we're connected to that thorn tree. After the tour, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna climb that thorn tree. Whoever comes down with the fewest scratches will win the Game of Thorns. If you thought that was funny, raise your hand. Oh, look at that, that was like what? 11 people raised their hands. 11 people connected with that thorn tree. 11 people with incredibly low standards. Thank you very much for running the track. Once I make this final stop, you may open the doors on the right, the doors you came through. Push the button down forward and push the doors open. I'll be standing in front to answer any questions.